All right, welcome, my friends. Welcome. This is game number five. Game number five. Maybe. Really? Wow. Where did it save the file? All right, yeah, well, it's game number five, one way or the other. I just have to find the right. Did it save it in pictures? Good Lord, I saved a picture of it. Game number five. 2016 World Series games tied to a piece. The Cleveland Indians, the Chicago Cubs, and I think I got game number three, game number four. There should be a game number five sheet out here. I'm going to have to resave it, so that's going to take me just a second. Just a second here. I don't know what happened uh, with their lineup cards. See, there it is. I don't know why it. I've already did this once. So we want to. Oh, I know why, because I saved it the other way. Right. Let's just do it this way then. That's fine. All right. So we're going to save that. We're going to save it to the desktop. That's why I didn't. All right, game five. There we go. Now we're rolling. All right, game number five. We should see a nice game five. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. All right, this is in Wrigley Field. This is a game from October 30th. October 30th, 2016. Where were you on October 30th? Anton Dent says, hey, what do you say, my friend? What's going on? Hopefully all is well with you today. We got game number five. All important game number five, especially when it's tied up at 2 games apiece. We have to get our Wrigley Field card out here. Here's our Wrigley Field card. All right, so let's look at today's lineup. We have Ben Zobrist in left field, Dexter Fowler in center field, Jason Hayward in right field. We got Chris Bryant at third base, Addison Russell at shortstop, Xavier Baez at second base, Anthony Rizzo, he's at first base. David Ross is catching today, Max Cornelius, hello Max, how are you, my friend? And pitching for the Chicago Cubs, John Lester. For your Cleveland Indians, it goes Carlos Santana in left field, Rajay Davis in center field, Brandon Geyer out in right field. We got Jose Ramirez at third base, Francisco Lindor at shortstop, Jason Kipnis at second base, and Mike Napoli at first base. Catching today for Cleveland, Roberto Perez, and pitching on the mound, Trevor Bauer. So those are the lineups. Of course, Wrigley Field, we are using, yes, we are using actual weather conditions from that day. So I have to get to that game, October 30th. The weather conditions, I know it was cold that day. I know it was cold. 50 degrees, wind 10 miles an hour in from center field. All right. So we're going to do the same thing that we did with yesterday's game. Left center field, right center. So just the ones with the C's. Left center, center field, right center. We're going to give a +1 to those. So instead of a 10, it's an 11. 19 is going to be a 20, and a 16 is going to become a 17. 10 miles an hour in from center field. So that'll be the only adjustment we make there. Move this out of the way, and we're going to get things rolling here. Max Cornelia says, I'm well. How is it going with you? Well, things are going great. Thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. All right. I think we are ready to go here. So we have Rajay Davis stepping into the batter's box. John Lester's finishing his throws up here to David Ross, Mr. Dancing with the Stars. And we're going to get things underway here. Game number 5. Every single pitch, every single at-bat is going to be ultra important. Here we go. Whoever wins game number 5 has the upper hand to win this World Series 2016. John Lester, lefty. Rajai Davis, right-hander. Here we go. That is a 117 left-hander. 117 just missed it. It's a hard ground ball. Hit to shortstop. One up, one down. Rajai Davis. Jason Kipnis, lefty-lefty matchup here. Jason Kipnis, John Lester. And that is a 201 lefty, 201. That's going to be a hard ground ball to first. 2 ground balls so far. That's going to be to 5. So 2 up, 2 down, Francisco Lindor. He's got 4 hits and 16 at-bats. He's got 2 walks and 3 strikeouts so far in this World Series. You can see his stats right up here, actually, if you want to look at them. And away we go. That's going to be 3-1-2 lefty. Lefty 3-1-2, 3-1-2. It's going to be a routine grounder down to 5. And actually, I put the wrong number on the second batter there. Should have put 3 instead of 5, but didn't matter. It was still an out. All right, Trevor Bauer comes out here, and the Chicago fans are on their feet trying to inspire their team. This will be the last home game they get. The last 2, if needed, will be in Cleveland, Ohio. Trevor Bauer. Let's see, did Trevor Bauer? Yes, so here's the stat line for Trevor Bauer, his previous outings here in the 2016 World Series. He pitched 7 1/3 innings. He gave up 1 earned run, 3 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Faced 29 batters. ERA of 1.23. Trevor Bauer started game. I'm thinking he started game number 2. Yeah, Kluber started 1, so Bauer would have started game number 2. All right, so we're doing there. We are. Dexter Fowler coming in. Mr. Fowler has got 1 walk. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, a triple, a home run. Only 2 hits, though. He's got a triple and a home run so far. So, Trevor Bauer against Dexter Fowler. Game number 5 for the Cubs. Here they go. 233 right-hander. 2-3-3. 2-3-3. 233 is going to be a walk. So, leadoff walk by Trevor Bauer. Dexter Fowler, he doesn't get very good jumps. He's got an okay stealing rating. If we look at our catchers today, David Ross is a -1 to throw. Roberto Perez is a 0 on steals. Pitchers, John Lester's a -1. And Trevor Bauer is a -3. Very hard to run on Trevor Bauer. -3. So probably Dexter's not going to go anywhere. Not this early in the game. That brings up Chris Bryant. He's got 6 hits, 14 at bats. He's batting .429 in the World Series. That is going to be 349 versus a right-hander. 349 is a strikeout, so Trevor Bauer comes right back with the strikeout. And that brings up Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo's batting only .143. 2 hits, 14 at-bats. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Rizzo, the lefty. 827 against the lefty, 827. Ooh, just missed the deep fly. 827 is going to be a strikeout. So Trevor Bauer showing his power here. The number 2 starter for the Cleveland Indians. And that's it for Rizzo. We got Ben Zobrist coming up. Zobrist is batting .066 in the World Series. 2 strikeouts and a walk so far. No balls in play. 707 against a lefty. 707. 707 is a soft grounder hit down to short. Finally, the Cubs get a bat on the ball. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So we're on to the 2nd. That brings up Mike Napoli, the first baseman. 2 hits, 7 at bats, batting .286. John Lester waits, and away we go for the second inning. 5:02 right-hander is going to be Park results. Park results, Wrigley Field. We got to roll on the Wrigley Field Park check. Here we go. And we're just going to look at the percentile. In this case, 94. 94 is going to be a high fly ball. It's going to center field. That's going to be caught for the out. Fly ball to center. And what brings up Carlos Santana here in the top of the second inning. He's batting .350, 4 hits, 16 at bats. That is .247 lefty, .247, and that's going to be a hard ground ball. Hit to second baseman, scoops it up, throws it over. That's what's his face? Baez. I keep thinking Bauer, but it's Baez. That brings up Jose Ramirez against John Lester. 2 away, and away we go. That's a .458 left, .458. It's a hard ground ball to short. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for John Lester. He gets a big hand as he heads back to the dugout. Trevor Bauer and the Indians take the field here in the bottom of the second. Addison Russell. .113 right-hander, 1-1-3, and that is going to be a single into center field. So Addison Russell, adding to his 200 average there, gets another hit. He is a .050, jumps bad, steals not very good, doesn't run, so he's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hold him on first, though. Defense will hold on the runner unless I tell you otherwise. That brings up Jason Hayward. Hayward's only had 3 at-bats. He's hitless so far here in the World Series. He only played 1 game, though. I think it was the last game. That's going to be a .198 right-hander, .198, and that's going to fall in for a single into left field. Single in the left field. It's an even number. So on an even number, runner can go from first to second and may try for third base. On a center field, I gotta zoom in here so I can actually read their little tiny writing. Runner second scores. Runner on first to second and may try for third on a single to center field or to right field if his rating is 3 or higher. Addison Russell, what did we just say? His runs 0, so no. He will stop at second on the single to advancing to second. Jason Hayward gets on the scorecard with a single here in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second. No one out. That brings up Javier Baez. He's batting .467. 7 hits, 15 at-bats. No walks, 3 strikeouts. Runners at first and second. Russell at second. Hayward at first. Trevor Bauer just waiting to mow him down. Here he comes. Cleveland Indians stud. 6'5" righty. 6'5". That's going to be a high fly ball to center field. High fly ball. Center field. And that is going to be a no advancement. So Baez out. Brings up David Ross. Ross is 0 for 3. I think he just started the first game of the series and then was put on the bench for Contreras. So Bauer with the big out there. Double play gets him out of the inning. Let's see what happens. He's at 538 righty, 538. That's going to be a wild pitch or pass ball. Wild pitch, passable, pass ball situation. So, let's take a look. Trevor Bauer, wild pitch is normal. Pass ball for Roberto Perez is very good. So you look under the normal and very good column. Roll percentile and see what happens. That is a 0-1. That's usually going to be some weird something. 0-1. So pass ball we said was normal and very good, very good. Normal and very good. And 0-0 is a WP plus. A 0-1 is a WP. Wild pitch, runners advance one base. So we got a wild pitch and advancing to third, Russell. Advancing to second, Hayward. And the crowd might be getting under the skin of Trevor Bauer today. So runners at second and third now for David Ross. Still only one out. You do have Lester coming up. So defense is going to play in. Defense, yeah, all positions will be in. As a 691 against the right hander. 691 high fly right field. High fly to right. Let's check out the high fly to see if any advancement here on the high fly. High fly ball, batter out. Runner on third may attempt to score by going to the coach's chart. We'll look at that here in a second. So on third base, Addison Russell. Addison is a run of 0. Ooh, that's not good. Then you have to take into consideration the, what did we say, 691 against a right-hander is right field. So right fielder's arm is a 0. So basically right now he's just a plain old 0, which is not very good. You can see down here. He'd be safe on a 0 to 19. He'd have to slide in on a 20 to 30. So he's got about a 30 and a few little minor, other percentiles, rundown, replay, collision. So about a 30% chance of tagging up and making it. Do you send him? Probably not. I'm not. I think no. So everyone stays put. You know what? With the pitcher coming up, you do send him. You got to send him because the pitcher's not going to do anything, right? So, yeah, we're going to send him. I'm going to re-roll this. Might as well with the... Addison Russell is a 0 run. There's some adjustments you make. Outfielder throwing arm. Is there 2 outs? There is... no, there is not 2 outs. There's only currently 1 out. Held it first. Runner trying to score from third to outfield. Subtract 1 if the ball is hit to left field. Add 1 if ball is fielded by the right fielder. Oh, that's for trying to go to third from first. So that doesn't make any play. Infielder in, play at the hole. Subtract 2. Yeah. Hit and run play. Okay, so basically he's a 0, but you might as well try for it with Lester, right? Coming up. I mean, his chance of getting hit is slim to none. So we're going to send him. Percentile roll is 32. So, wow, that's damn close. 20 to 30 would have been in there. 31 to 34 is error question mark. So let's go to error question mark. Error question mark. Roll a die. If the number is greater than the thrower's error rating, the throw is wild. Okay, so his error is a 2. Brandon Geyer is a 2. Ugh, this is not going to be good. So we will roll the die, single die. We're going to look for the 4, or the red dice, the red dice. If the number is greater than the thrower's error rating, the throw is wild. The offensive coach chose safety advance, otherwise batters and all runners advance a base. And it is, no, it's only a 2. If the number is greater than the throwing, not equal to, if the number is equal to or less than the thrower's error rating, the throw is on target, is but not in time. Batter and other runners hold. Okay, so he does make it. It's not in time, but nobody advances on the throw. So I do have to undo this last comment out. We're going to undo that. Right. So we did decide to send him on the fly out to right field. Right. Russell is going to come in, dives in head first. Here comes the throw, not in time. Hayward stays at second, though, because he wasn't sure if it was going to get cut off or for whatever reason. And the Cubs take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second, but that does bring up the pitcher's card, which is not very good. He is LSP1, as you can see here by his LSP1. So John Lester steps into the batter's box. Let's see if he can get that all-important hit. That's why we sent the runner. 1-3-2. 1-3-2. Oh, he's over here. 1-3-2 is a routine grounder to short. That's going to do it. So he did not get the hit. So good thing we did send the runner after all. Let's see. What did I say? Short? Was that what I said? Short? Sure. Let's send it to short. That's fine. And that will do it for the second inning. But the Cubs on a wild throw. Oh, not in time. The wind held that one up a long time as it comes in from right field. Brandon Geyer couldn't get it there. Speaking of Brandon Geyer, he is due up here. Brandon Geyer's got one hit and 4 at-bats, and that one hit is a home run. He also has 3 strikeouts to his credit as well. 173 left-hander. 173, nope. Hard ground ball to second. Just missed his double. 179 would have been a double. 173 is an out. Roberto Perez. Only 1 hit, 11 at-bats, 4 walks, and a strikeout. So he's there for his defense and walk on the base and getting a hit every once in a while. 887 righty. 887. Just missed the walk, as a matter of fact. 893, but 887 is a strikeout. And that is number 1 strikeout for John Lester. That brings up the pitcher card. Trevor Bauer is an RSP 0, so he's over on this side. RSP 0. John Lester 2 away here. 380 lefty. 380. Well, 98 to 499 is a strikeout. So Trevor Bauer from the American. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. We meant to hit this button over here. There we go. From the American League doesn't hit very often, and it shows. And I have to undo that because I just walked him instead of striking him out. Even worse when you hit the wrong button. There we go. Strikes out. And that'll do it for the top of the third inning. We're going on to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Cubs. Back up to Dexter Fowler here. Dexter. Here we go. Batting from the left side, Dexter Fowler. Itarian Hobbyist, hello my friend. How are you today? Hope all is well with you. 3-4 against a right-hander. Right-hander 384. That's going to be a strikeout. So Dexter Fowler with the strikeout. That brings up Chris Bryant. Third baseman struck out in the first. That is 287 righty. 287 is a walk. So they switched positions in the first inning. Fowler walked. Chris Bryant struck out. In the third, Fowler strikes out and Chris Bryant walks. Interesting. That brings up Rizzo here. Rizzo has not done much in the World Series. Batting a whole 133. 601, that's against a lefty. 601 is going to be an infield range play. Infield range play. Alrighty. Infield range play. So Rizzo is against a right-hander. He is an LSP. Let's see what kind of thing he did here. LSP. As 15. LSP 15. It's going to be a live drive towards the first baseman. We know the first baseman is Mike Napoli. He's got a range of G. And it was a line drive. G line drive. 40 or higher, it's over the glove. 40 or higher, it's over the glove. Anything else is an out. It's an 84, so hit the line drive over the glove. And over the glove, line drive first base just got over the glove. Runners advance 2 bases on this single. So he's runners at the corners as Rizzo finally gets a big hit. That brings up 1 out. Runners at the corners, Ben Zubris. Defense will play back. Go for the double play. Go for the double play. They don't look worried out there. They got the Trevor Bauer. 933. He's going to be on the left side. 933, and that's 933 is a strikeout. Just like I said, they are not worried with Trevor Bauer on the hill, striking him out. Addison Russell 1 for 1 with a single. 2 away. Defense is going to play back in normal. That's a 401 right-hander. Righty 401 is a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeout by Trevor Bauer after giving up a walk and a single. And nothing to show for it for the Cubs as we go to the 4th inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Rajay Davis is up. It's Tyrion Hobbyist. What's going on with your channel? Tell us what exciting, new, interesting things are you looking at? What are you? What battle simulation are you replaying, or are you looking at any systems, different war game systems? Or yeah, let us know, and I can let all the viewers know at home what's going on. Your wonderful war game channel extraordinaire, Tyrion Hobbyist. John Lester, Rajay Davis, 041. 354, left-hander, 354 is a strikeout, and these pitchers are going to make this game really quick when they don't have to worry about these pesky runners and advancements and all that funny stuff. If they just keep throwing these strikeouts, that's 3 in a row for Lester. Kipnis. 418 left. 418. That is another strikeout. And believe it or not, that is, was that 4 in a row? 4 strikeouts in a row for John Lester. He is on a roll. Francisco Lindor. He is batting .235. He's got 4 hits, 17 at bats, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts here in the World Series. 691 against a righty. 691, and he just missed a single. He gets a soft grounder down to third, and that is another 1-2-3 inning. And the Cleveland bats have been pretty quiet. Beatles eternally, my friend. What's going on? Taking a break after none hours of playing No Man's Sky. It's a completely new game and really addictive. And then he changes it to, instead of none hours, it's 9 hours. Let's go Indians, says Beatles eternally. Hey, 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 that's what I like to hear. Nobody likes the Cubs. Blah. So No Man's Sky, 9 hours. Beatles eternally says thumbs up. The brand new No Man's Sky Next was released today. July 24th, 2018, and he says it rocks. All right, so Jason Hayward, Trevor Bauer in the bottom of the 4th already. We're cruising through this game. It's been less than a half an hour, we're almost halfway done. That's pretty good for Internet Baseball League with all the different charts and everything. But when all they do is strike them out, it's easy to put that on the card. 5, 6, 2 left. 562 is going to be outfield range play. All right. Well, we got to look at a chart this time, so this one's going to be a little slower. Outfield range. He's going to be an LSP, and he rolled 63. LSP 63 in the gap, center field. In the gap to center field. In the gap to center field. Center fielder Rajay Davis. He's got a range of D. In the gap, D. So 0 to 69 is a diving catch by Rajay Davis. 0 to 69. Anything higher than that's probably going to be a hit. Let's see. 57. And Rajay Davis comes diving in there. Makes a stop. That's a fly ball to center field. Easy play. Actually, it wasn't. G is not great range. Or great. Wait a minute. Whoa. That was in the gap, center field. In the gap. He has a G rating. Am I reading? I would think I was looking at the wrong chart. Rajay Davis has a D rating. Sorry. No, I was looking at the right one. So D is in the gap. Yeah, I'll just show you I'm not lying. There's range D in the gap. 0 to 69. Diving catch. There we go. So diving catch. One out. Javier Baez. Hot shot to center field last time up. Trevor Bauer settling things down for the Indians here. 9-8-6 right. 9-8-6. And that is going to be a hard ground ball hit to short. Wall 2 up, 2 down. And that brings up David Ross. David Ross. 480 righty. 480. High fly, right field. Going for it, making the catch out there in right field. Brandon Geyer, 1-2-3 inning for Bauer. We're cruising through these innings. It's working a lot. Got to get my girl a ring, says Anton Dent. What? Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Breed! Anton Dent, what? Stop that nonsense, my friend. You know how many sports games you can buy for the price of a ring? Wow, lots. I'm saying lots. All right, top of 5, still 1-0 Cubs. And the stat line for the Indians is not looking very good here as I'm expanding it out here. Once again, the Cleveland Indians having trouble with their getting the bats on the ball due up. Oops. Is Mike Napoli. John Lester. The Cubs have already no-hit the Cleveland Indians in the World Series once. Don't tell me they're going to do it again. No way. No how. 733 right. 733 is a deep fly. 733. 733 is a deep fly. Mike Napoli, excellent power. Here we go. Deep fly time. Dun, dun, dun. This game could be tied. He's got excellent power. All right, so we got to look at a few things here. We'll show you this one because I always like to show these deep flies. All right, so the red die first. Red die is a 5. 5 tells us where it was hit. So we got to look at Mike Napoli first. And we look at our deep fly against left-handers. He's an SP. So he's SP. He's an R because he bats right-handed. SP. So we look at RSP, which is going to be the bottom one, and we look at number 5 because that's what the die says. 5. It's an LC. So it goes to left center field. We know where it went. Now we have to find out how far it has to go. Oops. And that's game 5. Okay, good. Where's our Wrigley Field? So left center. Left center is normally 10. Remember, because of the wind is blowing 10 miles an hour in, I increased all the C's. So left center, center field, and right center field, 1 point. So you need an 11 today to get it out. We look under his percentile roll of 97, 97. Under exceptional power, 97 is going to be a 21. 21 is greater than or equal to 11. That is a home run. Mike Napoli cranks one to deep left center field, way back, going back, gone, souvenir. But one of the Cubs fans had caught it and throws it back to the field. But we got a tie ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. Mike Napoli getting Cleveland rolling here in the 5th inning. Clinton Parks is here, and he says just as he arrives, it's time for some shenanigans, of course. Well, maybe he was going to bring some Indians some love here. 151 left-hander off of Santana, 1-5-1. That's a hard ground ball to short. That's not going to do anything. Santana out. Ramirez against Lester here. That was Cleveland's first hit of the ball game. 0-29 against the lefty is an error check. Oh, and these have cost teams games in the World Series. These error checks, I'm telling you, they have cost teams games in the World Series. All right, so first is position 5, so we know that is what? That is the third baseman. Third baseman, error check. Chris Bryant is an error of 5. So we look under third baseman, error range of 5, and we roll percentile of 40. 40 is 35 to 52 is grounder scooch under the fielder's glove and into short left field. Note number 3. Number 3. Batter safe at first on the error. All runners advance a base and have choice of going an extra base if they want it, but nobody's on base, so it doesn't matter. So reaches first base on the error on Mr. Chris Bryant. That is going to be reaches first on an error. Error is on Chris Bryant. So 1 on, 1 out. Ramirez. He's got a jump of 1. He's got a steal of 10. He runs 4. Lester, he's got a poor hold rating. He does have a -1. And Ramirez has a David Ross, has a throw of 0. That's right. David Ross has a throw of 0. So does he try? You know what? Against what did we say Lester was? He was a poor, right? Oh, poor is the worst you can get. Ramirez. You know what? Yeah, they're gonna at least try. We'll see if he gets a jump. Let's see. All kinds of crazy things can happen when you try to get the jump. So just percentile dice. 83, and usually rolling high is good. Against poor, 66 to 99 gets the jump. So Ramirez gets the jump. He's got a base stealing of 10, -1 because of John Nestor's throw. David Ross is a 0, so -1, so he's a 9 steal. And away he goes. And anything less than 75 is probably going to be good for him. Oh, that's a 74. So it's a stolen base plus E2 question mark. So that means stolen base, potential wild throw, roll a die. If the die is greater than the catcher's error rating, in this case David Ross, his error rating is a 0. If it's greater than that, The throw is wild, and the runner advances an extra base. This is why you got to sometimes do it. So red die this time, if it's higher than a 0, it is a 7. So wild pitch, or no, he's going to be. This is going to be. This is going to be a toughie because it was a stolen base. He steals second. Yep, I got to undo that. Okay. Yeah, undo that. He's got to. He's got to. Hmm. Yeah, I gotta find where we can get him stolen base and then advance. Well, you know what? I can just do it in 2 different plays. That's fine. He'll do the runner on first, steals second, and then we can do the error. Runner on second. He'll take the extra base, and the error is going to be on the catcher, David Ross. Sorry. All right, so there you. No, that is not going to be correct. Now I do need to undo this. It would be Hugh would get this. No. No, 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 no. Runners advance without better involvement. There we go. Steal third. No. Wild pitch, pass ball, balk, error. There we go. So advances the third. Oh, didn't ask me who the error was on. Let's undo that. Maybe there was an option there. So runners advance. Manual advance. Third. No, see, I still didn't get my little. I want to be able to put it in there because I want to be able to keep track of the errors. Sorry. Uh, no. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we'll do same thing. Error. Advances the third, and then reached third because of an error. Okay. And then we'll put error on the catcher. This should do it. There we go. So as a stolen base, E2 gets him to third base. Still only 1 out. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's that stupid American League shenanigans. All right, Brandon Geyer due up. That was why sometimes you just. That's like the 3rd or 4th time when I risk it, it turns into like a crazy play, and it worked out. It worked out for the Cubs, in fact, last game. So this time it comes back to bite them as Cleveland puts some pressure on their defense, and they fall apart like a cheap house of cards. Brandon Geyer is 1 hit, 5 at bats, 3 strikeouts. Runner on third, 1 out, 9-4-3. Oh, we just missed it. Hard ground ball hit too short. Hard ground ball hit too short. I would have remembered to say that the defense was in. So everyone knows the defense would play in, so I'm not worried about like trying to rip anybody off. Defense would have played in to cut down the runner at third with nobody else on base, right? Yeah, we all know that. So unfortunately, because it was a hard ground ball and you're playing in, you do need to make sure you resolve the play. So now we got to roll percentiles on that. And that is a 28. 25 to 50. Infield range play. And that was hit to. Brandon Geyer hit it to. I think it was. Gosh, I don't remember who he hit it to. they're going to make us roll a range play. I see. Yeah. They're going to make us do a range play. That's right. Doesn't matter. We don't know who it went to yet because we didn't actually. So it's a 56. Brandon Geyer is a infield SPL. He's a RSP. RSP of 56 is shortstop. Okay, so he hit it to the shortstop. Hit it to the shortstop. So now the shortstop needs to be the range play of what play was it? It was the in the hole, shortstop. He's got to try and make the play. And in the hole, here we go. And the shortstop, of course, is Addison Russell. He's got a range of C. Not bad. Let's see if he makes the play here. 48, C in the hole. 48. 17 to 79, diving stop. Diving stop says fielder makes diving stop and fires to get the batter by a step. Batter out at first. Runners advance one base. Note down the line. No. If it's hit to third base, third baseman makes the play unassisted. All runners advance one base. All right. So hit hard enough by Brandon Geyer. It's knocked down and it ground out to short. But Ramirez is going to score on the play as he could not field it cleanly enough to get him out at home. So just like that, the Indians take a 2-1 lead. Roberto Perez is up now. Look at that. Top of the fifth inning. Cleveland 2, Chicago 1. Roberto Perez and then the Trevor Bauer. 3-2-7 left. 3-2-7 is a strike. I'm out. That is one run, one hit, one error. And after 4.5 complete, it's 2-1 Cleveland. And that will bring us to John Lester. Is he going to pitch a few more innings? How many can he? He can do 29. He's done 9. He hasn't even done 18. Yeah, he'll go a couple more innings. He's only given up a couple hits. Oh, no, wait. I'm looking at the... Hang on a second. Wait a second. That would be 9. Yeah, he is. Well, they're both the pitchers should be able to go pretty deep. All right. So John Lester's card. Let's pull it up. There we go. All right. Here we go. Might as well keep him in. So Trevor Bauer against John Lester. 566. Alrighty. 566. That's an infield range. Well, David Ross is going to make somebody, I'm sorry, John Lester is going to make somebody work for it here. That is a 32. He is a R. No. John Lester. He is a... Oh, I think they're all LP. I think all the pitchers are just L, or whatever handed they are, and then P. So he's an LP, unless there's a... Nope. All right. So we roll percentile 32. 32's in the hole. First base in the hole for the first baseman. First baseman down there is going to be Mike Napoli. He's got a range of G. Not very good. G, and in the hole. Through for a hit will be 44 or higher. It's in for a hit. John Lester could get a hit. Nope, it's only a 10. So in the hole, 10 is a diving stop. So it's going to be a G3. Down to first. Gave it a roll. He gave it a while. He gave it a try at least. He almost got a hit. That would have been funny. All right, so that brings up Dexter Fowler, one out here in the fifth inning. We're cruising right along. We were cruising along really good there for a few innings when they weren't getting any hits. 45 against our right-handers in error check. Once again, the error checks. All-important error. We make those errors. All right. Let's see what we get here. Dexter Fowler against a right-hander. Position 2, so it's a catcher, and it's 11. So Roberto Perez error is a 5. Catcher error 5, and we rolled an 11. 16 to 14 is RG. That's a routine grounder. That is a routine grounder. Jumps out in front of the plate, picks it up, throws it to first. Ground out. Catcher to first. 2 away. Must have been a little dribbler in front of the plate, I guess. Well, yep. Look at these charts. Slows things down. Makes it fun and interesting because, lots of variety and options, but can slow things down when you start looking at every play under a chart. It was much faster when it was strike them out every time. I mean, Lester had like 4 or 5 strikeouts in a row at one point. 134. What are we doing here? Right-hander. 134. That is going to be a single into left field. Single for Chris Bryant. 2-out single. That brings up Rizzo. A strikeout and a single. 8:41 left. 8:41. Zay strike him out. 2 strikeouts. And there he goes. Yeah, so third inning and the fourth inning. 4 strikeouts in a row for John Lester. Here we are in the top of the 6th, 2-1 Cleveland. 2 up Trevor Bauer's spot. He is going to stay in as well because he's only faced 18, 19, 20, 21 of his 30 pitchers. So he's got maybe 9 more batters, so he'll stay in. All right, so might not have to worry about a lot of pinch hitting and pulling for batters and everything else. 140. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. You never want it on the pitcher's card, right? That's a strikeout. Kind of knew that was coming, right? An American League pitcher in the National League rules. It's never a pretty sight. 154 left. 154. Just missed a triple there. Double. Hard grounder to third. Ground ball to third. 2 away. Brings up Kipnis here. Jason Kipnis. Kipnis is 0 for 2. 033, and that is going to be another error check. Error check time. That is going to be position number 2. Once again, catcher. This time it's David Ross. He's got a error of 0, though. That is horrible. So David Ross, he's already had 1 error on him. He's got a error of 0. And we rolled a 26. So catcher 0. I rolled a 26. Wild pitch / pass ball. Bases empty, foul out. Runners on base go to the wild pitch chart. Okay, so David Ross has got to decide what's going on here. So John Lester, unlikely. And David Ross is a pass ball, very good. So unlikely and very good. Roll percentile again. Unlikely, very good. Unless it's pretty low, it's probably okay. 75, unlikely, very good. 21 to 98 is a block. So it's just a block, and that results in blocks the pitch in the dirt, runners hold, and so it's a repitch with no error, no wild pitch. But it was fun to do that. I love that. Because you just never know what's going to happen. But anyways, we got, what do we have here? 2 outs, nobody on. Jason Kipnis gets a reprieve there as it wasn't a wild pitch or a pass ball. 7:32 left. 7:32, and that's a deep fly. Jason Kipnis, average power. Average. And let's find out where it goes. More importantly, let's find out percentile-wise. If it's high, it's probably out of here. Let's see. Is a 59. It's got a shot. Jason Kipnis is deep fly. He's an LP against lefties. LP, and it was number 1 is right FL. Right FL, which means it's, oops, look at our RFL. RFL, right field. It's a 12, so he needs a 12. So it's down the line into right field. It's going out there. It's headed in. It's going deep. He rolled a 59 average power. 59 is an 8. So caught at the warning track. Not deep enough and not gone. The wind might have kept that one in. That's a fly out to right field. Jason Kipnis didn't get all that one. And we are headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Hope all is well. D. Scott Howard, my friend. How's it going? Nice to see you here, my friend. Nice to see you. All right. Checking out the chat, see what's going on. When I gotta look at the chart, I gotta keep the chart up on my other screen, which means it blocks the chat. So you notice we had a lot of plays in a row with a lot of charts. So I didn't get to watch much of the chat. Sorry about that, guys. If I missed something important, let me know. Please let me know. Who do we have up? We have Ben Zubris up. We are in the bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Cleveland. Trevor Bauer, Ben Zubris. 8:27 left. 8:27. Just missed a deep fly. He's got himself a strikeout instead. Strikes out. Ben Zubris almost got a hold of one. Addison Russell, he's 1 for 2 with a single in the second. That is a 5:34 righty, 5:34. That's going to be wild pitch pass ball. With no one on base, though, that turns it into the foul territory pitch. Foul territory is average in Chicago. So that will be average. Foul ball, 0 to 49, 50 or higher. It's a fly out. And Addison Russell is a right-hander, so it'd be down the first base line. Foul ball to the first baseman. It's a 32. That's a foul ball. Average foul. It's just a foul. 0-49. So Addison Russell sends one out of the stands and gets a reprieve. All right, here we go. That's a 2-3-4 right-hander, 234. Oh, just missed the home run. 236. 234. No home run. That's a high fly ball to left field. High fly ball to left. That's 2 away. Could have been a home run. Jason Hayward, Trevor Bauer, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 6:31 left. 6-3-1. That's a soft grounder to second. And we go to the top of the 7th. Francisco Lindor, pretty quiet so far. 2 ground balls to third so far to show for his day. He's a 9-0-0. He's going to be going from the right side. 9-0-0 is a walk. Not intentionally. Lindor, you know that stealing stuff got him a run earlier. They might try it again here. In fact, they are going to try to get the jump. If I can find the proper chart, that would be awesome, dude. There it is. He's a 1, so, and we know that John Lester is a poor. As a 43 on a 1, and a poor 43 is a hold. So didn't get the jump. Didn't get it, but no harm, no foul. That brings up Mr. Mike Napoli, home run in the 5th inning, getting the Indians on board. Napoli versus John Lester. As a 4-2-4 left, 4-24 is a strikeout. So 1 away. Carlos Santana due up. You know what? We're going to try and get the jump again. You can only try once each batter. So we're going to try again. That is a 22 against a poor, and that is going to be a balk question mark. Balk question mark. And Lester balks rare. So on a rare, it's a 0 is a balk, 1 to 9 he attempts the steal. So we're looking at just the 10-sider. So it's a 9. So he attempts to steal. Let's go back to his card here. That would be, he says 10. And then he gets a, oops. He gets a -1 from Lester and a 0 from David Ross. So he gets a -1. So he's a 9 on the steal attempt. Again, 175 or less is going to be a stolen base. That is an 89 on the steal attempt. 76 to 99, caught stealing. Caught stealing second base. Francisco Lindor. And this is literally like the second or third time in this World Series that Cleveland has tried to steal second, having a 75% chance. And I think all three times they've been caught. That is incredible. Well, that wipes out the run there at first base and puts 2 outs on for Carlos Santana. I mean, you got to do it because it's a great opportunity. John Lester's terrible at trying to hold people on. 788. That is going to be against a right-hander, and that is going to be a strikeout. So what turned out to be a promising inning for the Indians goes to waste. And we're in the 7th inning stretch. Everyone singing with me, take me out to the ball game. Oh yeah, taking me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. So it's root for whoever's playing the Cubs. 'Cause if they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, here we go. Bottom of 7th. Pressure's on. Cubs need to do something. Get that run back. Or they're going back to Cleveland, down a game. All right, 431 right, 4-3. Oh, look at that. 431 is just a double. Leadoff double by Javier Baez. And just like I said, to get things cooking here in the 7th inning, must be my inspiration singing to them. That brings up David Ross. You got the pitcher up next. Interesting. Hang on a second. No roll. I need to calculate this up. So that's 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So he's got a few more. Okay, I just want to make sure he wasn't over his limit. David Ross is not going to do anything fancy. Defense going to play normal and just wait on Trevor Bauer to do his thing. Hopefully, if it's a 135, a righty 135, and that is not his thing. 135. It's going to be a single into left field. Single into left. And now I need to go to the charts. That is a 135. So that is a LLF. We're on grass. LLF. That's going to be one base. Let's see, Xavier's. He's only got to run a 2. Yeah, that is only one. It's only going to third on the play, folks. Everyone settle down. That's going to be a single. Advancing to third. Runners at the corners. No one out. Pitcher card up. Okay, my friends, what do you do? Bottom of 7th, you're down a run. You got the pitcher due up. Been pitching a good guy. I think you got to pull him. You got to pull him in this case. I mean, you got no shot at a hit unless it comes off the pitcher's card. You got a little bit of a chance at the park, but I mean, yeah, I think you gotta have to pull him. You're gonna have to pull him. So that'll bring Lester's day to a close. And in steps, dun dun dun, pinch hitter, Manuel Montero steps in for the pinch hit opportunity, which means I need to bring his card up. There it is. Couldn't find it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, so there we are. Let's slide his card over there. Runners at the corners, no one out. Bottom of 7th. Cleveland is going to play defense in. No, they're going to play corners in. Corners in. They can still turn the double play if the shortstop and second baseman is not in. So corners in. They would give up the run for 2 outs in this case, but we will see what happens. It all comes down to Trevor Bauer and Manuel Montero. Hang on a second now. Wait, hang on. No roll. Hang on. Let me think. I was Cleveland when I leave Bauer in. He's only given up 1 run, but he gave up a single and a double. He's got 30, so this will be number 27. So we can actually go 27, 28, 29, 30. I mean, you could try to get him through 7. Yeah, though I think they would leave him in. The other option is, hang on, they would. Do they have a lefty they can bring in? Oops, that's a righty. He's a righty. He's righty. So they only pitched righties the whole game. So all right, we're gonna keep him in. Do or die situation. Manuel Montero, 0 for 1 in the World Series. Pinch hit in game number 2 or 3, I think it was. 5-7-3 left. 5-7-3. That's going to be the infield range. 573. Another infield range play here. Now this could be interesting because when you play in infield that is in, I'll have to show you here. That's all I can say. All right, so let's find out what kind of play it is because it might not matter if they're in or not. But All right, so Montero against a right-hander is an LSP. LSP. All right, so it's an 86. So I'll slide this over. LSP. LSP. So we're looking under the LSP column, which is here. Have we rolled? What do we roll? 86. 86. 86. 83 to 90 is in the hole, third base. Now that's going to be a problem for Cleveland because we have the third baseman in, corners in. Remember that. So infield runners in has a -3 adjustment to infield range plays and slow roller or chop. Infield that is in cannot pivot on a double play. Infield is in has a -3 adjustment on an outfield range play. First baseman holds runners and -2 in the hole. Infield that is guarding line is a -3 adjustment in the hole. Hit and run plays. All right, so it was a in the hole third base. Infield that is in has a -3 adjustment on an infield range play. There is no adjustment on a slow roller or chopper. In this case, it was a 86. Sorry, keep forgetting. In the hole third base. So third baseman, yikes. This could get. Let's see, make sure game 5. Third baseman, Jose Ramirez. His range is an F. Not good. And then he loses 3, so it's going to go G, H, I. So we're going to be looking at in the hole and under the I column. So you can see 22 to 98 is through for a hit. So it's got to be less than 22 or that one is going to go in for a hit, and that's going to score a run, and we're going to have this tie ball game, and possibly an even more crazy shenanigans going on with Clinton Parks here. I tell you, who knows? It's going to be crazy. So that is a 74. So 44-98 as through for a hit. Through for a hit. Hard grounder gets through for a single. Runners advance 2 bases. On range plays down the line, batter may attempt to stretch into his second. So that is going to be Montero, who's got a run of 1. No, he's not stretching anything. He'll be pulling a hamstring if he tries to stretch. But 2 bases for everyone. The single, Baez is going to score. Advancing to third is Ross. We got a tie ball game. Still no one out, and that will be it for Trevor Bauer. As he gives up the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th on a double and 2 singles. Still no one out. Runners at the corners. We got to keep Montero's card out for now, but we are back to the top of the lineup. Still no one out. Defense will play. Corners in again. Clevenger's going to come in and face off against Dexter Fowler. Corners in. Here we go. 8-3-1, and he'll be batting from the left side. 8-31 is going to be a strikeout. So Clevenger with the big strikeout. If you're a Cleveland Indians fan, that. So now now you play back and go for the double play. You hold the guy on first. No. They're not going to hold anyone on. Montero's just not fast enough for that. So we got a run of 1. So they're not holding anyone on. Going for the double play. Or do they play in and try to get that runner with Chris Bryan up? Bryan is 1 for 2 with a walk. He's batting .438, but yeah, you don't intentionally walk him. You gotta Yeah, just gonna play straight back and normal, hoping to get that double play. Hard ground ball will do it. 933 right hander, 933, and they didn't listen to me because they walked him. So bases loaded here in the bottom of the seventh. The crowd is going crazy. They're on their feet. Clevenger, they're having a meeting on the mound, talking things over. Rizzo takes a few practice swings. Manager and their position players all go back to their position. Bases loaded, tied ball game now in the seventh. Rizzo up, only one out. Defense is going to be back in normal, going for the double play or the strikeout. And that is a 034 error check. Of course it's going to be an error check. Why wouldn't it be an error check? Oh my God, something crazy is going to happen on this. I can guarantee it. 034. All right, so position number 4, that's second baseman. Second baseman for your Indians. Jason Kipnis, he's got an error of 7. Okay, that's pretty good. Considering they have an error of 2, which is horrible. Error of 4, which is below normal. Error of 6. 9 is the best. 7, 7, 2, and 5. So they are way below average. When you compare that to, say, the Cubs, I got a 9.58, 5.63 Baez. Woo, bad. And 9. So, I mean, they're pretty solid everywhere except for Baez and I guess a little bit of Fowler. He's a 5, which is about average, but everyone else is pretty solid. But Cleveland's got some issues. But anyways, it went to second base. It was an 85, which might be good. Era E2, second base. Error to second base. He is a, what did we say he was? All that, and I forget what we said. He's in 7. Decent, yes. 7, we rolled an 85. Usually high is good for the defender. 24 to 89 is routine grounder. Now this is going to be interesting. Routine grounder with runners at the corners. Runner on first, out at second. Runner on third scores. Otherwise, batter safe at first. Right. No, he's going to be. Yes. Better. Fielders in. Better out at first. Runner holding third. Oh, if the fielder was in. In this case, it was not in because it was a second baseman. We said. No, we said they were playing back anyway. So, yeah, well, there's... Yeah, because they were going for the double play. In this case, routine grounder, not hit hard enough. Runner first, out at second. So this is going to be a fielder's choice. Out at second is going to be second to short. Ross is going to score. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's right. It is bases loaded. Yeah, it's going to be the same thing. It doesn't matter. All right. So Montero's going to advance to third on the play. Bryant out at second. And they can only turn one. Cannot get the other run. Cubs lead 3-2, bottom of the seventh inning on the ground out by Anthony Rizzo. Runners at, what do we got? Runners at the corners now? Yeah, runners at the corners. 2 away, though. Defense playing back. These routine grounders, you just can't get the double play unless you got, in this game, and no roll. You can see here Ben Zobrist, if he was playing second base, you see that there's like a dash after him, which means if he was playing second base, there are certain plays where you use either a dash result or a plus result, like this routine grounder plus. So if your shortstop or second baseman had the plus symbol, then it might change the result a little bit on the outcome. And mostly what happens on the minus over here on the hard ground balls, I believe. Uh, yeah, HG minus. So you can see the minus ones usually come to play more on the hard ground balls, and the pluses usually come. You get better results on the routine grounders. Basically, is what happened. Anyways, just in case you guys are interested in checking this game out, I'm just trying to help you out. It took me a while to figure out these charts. It's these routine hard ground ball, slow ground ball, minus, pluses, all that crazy stuff. Anywho's, so Chicago doesn't have, neither Cleveland or Chicago, as a matter of fact, has a plus or a minus. So everything's just going to be plain old normal. And so in this case, long story short, we ended up getting a routine grounder to second base. Did we do that yet? I don't think we did. Second base. And so that is, doesn't matter what they do because that's a third out. And we need a new pitcher. We put in a new pitcher, didn't we? Oh no, we didn't put in a new pitcher for John Lester. Right. Righto. And a lot of arguments over those rules, says Clinton Parks. Yeah, because they're not. They made it a little bit too more complicated than it needed to be, with all the pluses and the minuses, and uh, it, it's just a little wanky. And it's of all the rules in the game, which are complicated, it was the one rule that took me a while to try and figure out, and I had to actually sit down and think through it. So it's yeah, it was a little. So Carl Edwards Jr. Carl Edwards, come on down. You're the next contestant. Carl Edwards. He'll be facing off against Jose Ramirez. All of a sudden, here we're in the top of the eighth innings. Yeah, there's a lot of huge gray area on the plays. Not so much, because I mean it's just how do you interpret the rules? Sometimes a little bit different than how the rule plays out. So I don't know. I would just, if I was them to make things easy, I would just get rid of the plus and minuses altogether. Just there's hardly anybody that uses the plus and minuses. I mean, you got, maybe the top 5 or 6 players in shortstops and second basemen, and they'll have pluses, and like the bottom 5 or 6 players have minuses, and everybody else is just normal. So just get rid of it. Hard ground balls, it's going to be a double play. A soft grounder, you're going to have out at second and safe at first. And on a soft grounder, the only plays at first. So, I mean, it makes it simple. I mean, a lot of games do that anyways. So, anyways, Carl Edwards, Jose Ramirez, Cleveland down once again. Let's slide this over so we can see our scorecard here. Cleveland, 2 runs, 1 hit, no error. The Chicago Cubs, 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. So it's never over with the Cubs out there with all these errors. But Ramirez, Carl Edwards were in the top of the 8th, 6 outs away to see who's going back to Cleveland with a series advantage of 3 games to 2. 173 or right-hander, 173, and that's going to be a single by Ramirez. Already got a stolen base and an E2 off the catcher. Brandon Geyer is a pretty bad bunter. So do you send Ramirez again? With no outs? Do you send him with no outs? Do you wait to see what happens with Brandon Geyer? You don't want him to get him throw out, but you want to get him in scoring position. I'm going to The last time, I mean, we got him to third base with nobody out because, like, yeah. Because of the E2. Ooh, hang on a second. Let me think about this. It also depends. Oh, he's also a very good, that makes a big difference as well. He's a very good holder. So your chances of getting a better jump now are way down. It used to be 66 or higher. Now it's 81 or higher. If you are the Indians, do you go for it? Quentin Parks, Beatles eternally. What do you guys think, my friends? You're the Indians manager, Terry Francona. You're down a run, top of the eighth inning. You got a runner at first, nobody out. Jose Ramirez. He's got about a 20% chance of getting a good jump, about a 15% chance of getting a bad jump, and 80% chance he doesn't do anything. But is it worth the risk? Risk reward. I did it once and it worked out. You know what? Oh, hit and run, he says. You know what? Yeah, Beatles Eternally says, damn tough call. I'm going to go with Clinton Parks on this one. Clinton, my main man, Parks. He knows more about baseball in his little finger than I know about baseball in everything I know. So I want to go with my friend Clinton Parks. He's known for shenanigans, that's for sure. Larry, Curly, and Moe between those Boston fans that I have on my channel, but he knows so much. I'm gonna take a risk with him. We're gonna go for the hit and run. Here we go. That's an 880, and it's gonna be against Brandon Geyer, who's a right-hander. 880. 880 is a strikeout. So it is a strikeout, but I think when you do a hit and run on a K, that is going to cause strikeout, hit and run play. Runner must attempt the stealing chart. Subtract 3 from runner's stealing rating in addition to normal adjustments. Defense may throw for either first or second. Runner in third holds. So he's going to go. He loses 3. He is a 10, so he's down to a 7. The pitcher, oops, I got to look at this pitcher, is a where is it? Oh, here it is. He's a 0, so nothing for him. Catcher, David Ross, is nothing. So he's just a flat old 7, which is not bad, actually, considering it was a hit and run attempt. So we'll see what happens. He's a 99 percentile. That is not going to be good. 64 to 99, caught stealing. He's out of there, and the Cubs go crazy. If you had the speed but poor stealing ability, hit and run is a good try. Yeah, I think it was again. The Indians have been robbed on these steals. They had awesome opportunities, and they just keep getting bit in the butt. So 071 righty. 071 is a liner to short, and if that would have been the result, line out too short. If that had been the result of the last play on the hit and run, it would have been a double play. So any liners on a hit and run is an automatic double play. So I believe let's see, line out. Hit and run. Sizzling liner is gloved. Lead runner can't get back and is doubled up. Yep. So it's automatic double play. So it's a good thing we didn't do it on that one. But what the hell happened to Brandon Geyer? That was Brandon Guy, right? Okay. So we're on to Roberto Perez with 2 outs. And the top of the 8th, and then they have the pitcher spot coming up. Actually, hang on. Yeah, that's fine. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 326 right-hander, 326. 326 is a strikeout by Perez. Well, they're going to start off the 9th inning with the top of the lineup and a pinch hitter, so we'll see what happens. All right, so due up. Did we not make a pitching change here to Mike Clevenger? We made a pinch hitter change. I think I forgot to put him in the system, did I? Well, let's see if we put in new pitcher. Let's see if he's available, Mike. Yep, there he is. All right, well, we'll put him in now, I guess. It doesn't really matter. It's not that like I'm that concerned about it. All right, bottom 8, 3-2 Cubs. Clevenger, he actually came in the 7th inning to face Fowler, so he's actually he's got 14 players he can play against, so I'm not worried about him running out of juice. All right, what do we got here? We got an 806 against a right-hander. 806 is a deep fly. Edison Russell, deep fly average power. He's going to take one for a ride here. Average power. And he's going to need in the 80s or higher to get a home run possibility. Let's see. It is a 90. Uh-oh. It's a 1. Addison Russell is a RSP. RSP1 is left field. Left field, which is the shortest of all of them, is only a 4. And he got a 97. Average power 97 is 21, as we saw before. Addison Russell cranks one going. Average power 97. That is a 21 distance. He only needed 4, so anything 46 or higher would have been good in the left field. And he goes long gone in the well up into the upper deck with a 487-foot bomb. Addison Russell with his average power. Wow. That is as far as he could probably ever hit it right there. And the Cubs get a 4-2 lead. Wow. Whew. Well, that brings up Jason Hayward. You know what? I think we're going to be making a pitching change here. We're going to be bringing in Cody Allen. I think we're going to be bringing in Cody. Now they're going to bring in Brian Shaw. I think they're going to bring in Brian Shaw. New pitcher. Giving up the home run, that's it. They've seen enough. Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw. There he is. All right. To face off against Jason Hayward here. So bottom 8 now, 4-2. They got that all-important insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's 138 righty 138. 138 is going to be a hard ground ball to second. Oops. Yep. Hard ground ball to second base. There we go. Baez with the double his last time up. One away. 096, a righty. 96 is a park check. You're going to need like 15 or less to get a hit. That is a 72. choo. It's a high fly ball to center field. So that's going to be fly to 8. All right. That brings up David Ross, a single his last time up. And caught how many Steelers so far? 2? He did make the one error, which I thought was going to cost him, but 858, right. 858 is a walk. So, walkie. Walkie. All right. Well, that brings up the pitcher spot, and we know who's coming in the 9th. Bam, bam, bam. So we might as well bring in Contreras is actually going to come in and pinch hit. Wilson Contreras is going to come in and pinch hit. I got to grab his card. Come on. Where are you? We're under Chicago. Wilson Contreras. There you go. All right. Got all these windows open. I need to have 3 monitors, not just 2. I don't know what we did before 2 monitors, let alone 3. Good Lord. All right, 2 outs. Runner at first. Wilson Contreras coming in. Boom, 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 boom. 139 righty, 139, and that's going to be a single into left field. Single in the left. Advancing to second is Ross. He's not going farther than that. I don't need him, but I do need Contreras. So David Ross with the big, Wilson Contreras with the big pinch hit. 2 outs brings up Dexter Fowler. Bottom of 9, 2 outs. Runner at first and second. Dexter Fowler, only 2 hits. 1 has been a home run, 1 has been a triple. And he's got 3 RBIs with those. 202 right-hander. 202 is a home run. 200 to 212 is a home run. Dexter Fowler just cranks another one out. There is no highway robbery off the batter's card at Wrigley Field. And Dexter Fowler, with his 3 hits now, 2 home runs and a triple in the World Series. And that is going to give the Cubs a 7-2 lead. Wow. And Cleveland fought so valiantly, so hard. And things exploded in the 7th and 8th innings. 541, Chris Bryant. 541 is an outfield range chart. Outfield range. Unbelievable. Chris Bryant, outfield range against a right-hander is a P, so he's an RP. Is a 57 RP. 57. 5-7. That is in the gap to 57 is a in the gap to left field. In the gap, left field. Left field is going to be Santana. He's got a range of D. That is not good. And that is in the gap D. 77 or higher, and that one's going to the wall. That's a 57 in the gap, 57 in the gap, 57. 0-69 diving catch. So that's going to do it as the left fielder saves the day there. That's going to be a fly out to left field. And, yeah, I was going to bring Chapman in, but there's no sense in bringing Chapman in when it's 7-2. Well, it depends on who Cleveland announces is coming in, right? So let's look for the announcement. Who's going to come in for Cleveland? Now batting. pinch hitter. Now batting, Mr. Coco Crisp. New pitcher announced. Actually, he could face 6. He's only faced 3. Yeah, they're going to leave Carl Edwards in there then. They can always go to Chapman if things start blowing up, so that gives them that option. So they're going to leave Edwards in. Coming in is going to be Coco Crisp. I do need his card. This is where the game kind of slows down a little bit. Got all these different moves to make and stuff. So you guys have to just be patient. I know you are, and I love you for it. But I just, it's. I got to bring up cards. I got to move things around. I got to check charts. It can slow down the game. It can. If you're playing face to face and you're both pulling cards out and looking at charts, things go a lot faster. But try and do it all on the computer. Let me know how it goes for you, because it's not easy for me, and I've been doing it a long time. Here we go. Coco Chris 149 right. Hander 149, and that's going to be a hard ground ball to first. Ground ball. Did I say first? Did I say first? I did say first, so we'll go with first. All right. 1 out. We can close his card. We don't need his card anymore. He'll be done. We don't need Contreras' card anymore. All right. Brings us back to the top of the lineup. Rajai Davis can't get his 2-run home run. Well, it's not game 7 yet. We have to give him a chance. Got to give him a chance. 786, righty 786. 786 is going to be a strikeout. Boom, boom, boom. And they're down to their last out. Cleveland. Jason Kipnis, second baseman, 0 for 3 on the day. Carl Edwards trying to close this one out. 5-2-6 left. 5-26 wild pitch past ball. That's going to be the foul territory. 0 to 49 is just a foul ball. If it's 50 or higher, it's caught in foul territory. And this one's host streak is a 92. He's a left-hander, so it's going over to first base. No, it's going to be to third base. Sorry. I think it's the way they do it. It's going to be a pop out to third base. And this one is in the books. The Chicago Cubs come back with 2 runs in the 7th, 4 runs in the 8th, thanks to a 3-run home run by Dexter Fowler in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs win 7-2 and go back to Cleveland with a 3-2 lead in this series after losing the first 2 games against Cleveland. They have come back and won 3 straight games. So now it's all up to Cleveland to come back and win the remaining 2 games at home. So in this World Series, our World Series 2016, every home team has won their game. Is that correct? Yes. Cleveland went up 2-0. Chicago come back and won the last 3. They were at home. Now we go back to Cleveland for the final 2. So Cleveland's job, win your games at home to win the World Series. Otherwise, the Cubs are going to take it. Well, there you got it from Progressive Field. The Cleveland Indians now go back home down 3-2 with their dismal offensive performance here at Wrigley Field. The 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors for Cleveland. The Chicago Cubs, 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They go to Cleveland up 3-2. Thanks, Beatles eternally. Clinton Parks, my good friends. D. Scott Howard, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, my friend. Anton Dent, if you're still hanging in there, God bless you, my friend. Max Cornelius, good to see you as well. Everyone, we are going to have a heck of a time trying to get these Indians to win 2 games if they keep playing the way they're playing. But we got to hope for it. We got to hope for it. We don't want these stinky, yucky, blah Cubs winning it again. That's why we're replaying this to try and prevent them from winning it. We don't need them to winning again. Clinton Park says it's quite fun, great game. Ah, of course he would say that. Rah. All right, guys, we will see you for game number 6 in Progressive Field. Probably coming up, probably tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night. If you guys are around, stop in, check us out. Check out Anton Dent, Clinton Parks, Beals Eternally, and Max Cornelius, D. Scott Howard. Check out everyone's channels, or you can link through mine. And I got to run, guys. And it's been a pleasure having you guys. Once again, your final score here: Cleveland 2, Cubs 7. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.